because our wife is trying to sleep. And today we're going to do our review of the Willies Beard Company's beard oil. Now, I did receive this in the aforementioned Christmas pack that she had bought me the Christmas of 2017. So I've used maybe about half of it. The packaging it comes in, it's a 2-ounce bottle. So I've used maybe about an ounce of it. This is the first part of September, so you know I've not laid on to the beard oil too heavy. Now, of course, you have your little plastic top, and it comes in a pump bottle. As to the beard oil itself, it does have a pleasant scent to it. It's a little hard to describe. It's trying to find the right words for it. Maybe they'll come to me later. Of course, as I do believe that all of Willies products are made in the USA, so that's always a plus. Of course, this is their premium beard oil and conditioner. I'll go ahead and read you the directions. It says, take a small amount and apply to a clean, damp beard. Excess can be rubbed into the face or skin. And then I will bring it in close and see if I can get the camera to focus on it. Give you the ingredients list if you so wish to pause and read all that. Of course, I'll attempt to read it to you and probably butcher most of it. I'll go ahead and give you just the common name instead of the fancy. Come on, camera, focus. Oh, let's see here. There it goes. We're back. The camera didn't want to focus for a minute. So, like I was saying, I'll give you the common name. I won't even try to pronounce some of these fancy, probably scientific names. But it contains grapeseed oil, apricot kernel oil, castor seed oil, jojoba seed oil, rosemary leaf oil, then Aranga spinosa kernel oil, Matura flexurosa fruit oil, juniper's Virginian oil, tea tree leaf oil, lanolin, and topherol acetate would be your ingredients list, which you could back it up and pause it and read all that for yourself. Still trying to find words to describe the scent of it. It's, I don't know, it's kind of it's definitely got like a canola oil, like a spicy canola oil scent to it. Like I said, it's not at all unpleasant. It's actually, you know, rather nice. It's just, I'm not got the, as I think I've already established, I'm not the best in the world with scents and things like that, especially, you know, trying to describe them. But yeah, as far as application, you can look it up on YouTube. There's many different methods. There's, you know, you can take and squirt some on your comb and comb it through. You can take it and, you know, directly pump it into the beard and comb it out. What I tend to like to do is I'll take and just put some in my hand, probably about 4 or 5 good pumps worth. Do one of these numbers and just, you know, work in with the hands. Now, when I first got this, I did a lot of research on YouTube into beard oil. What is it? How do you use it? And a lot of the videos I found talking about, all the different beard products. Just to be honest with you, I think they go way overboard with a lot of it. Now, a lot of it's going to depend on, where you live, how harsh the climate that you live in is on your beard. If you're living in Arizona, where it's generally like hot, dry air, it's probably going to dry your beard out pretty bad. If you're exposed to a lot of like harsh chemicals, or you're out in direct sunlight all day, that's probably going to affect your beard, and that is most likely going to dry it out and wreak havoc on it. So yeah, you may need to apply something like this 2, 3, 4 times a day. For me, and and a lot of it goes into like the kind of skin you have, whether if your skin's naturally oily, that oil is going to wick down your beard and keep your beard kind of moisturized and hydrated. You're not going to need as much, and then the kind of beard hair you grow, is going to determine a lot of factors on that. I mean, if you have like real coarse, thick hair in your beard, your beard care needs is going to be different. Somebody that their hair is like just real fine, almost like the hair on your head. But I find for me, I don't use this very often. Like, my beard has to be like completely like shattered, dried out like Sahara before I actually need to use something like this. And I found that using beard oil in combination with something like beard butter or beard balm, I don't particularly care for that, in that it leaves my beard feeling like it makes your beard look really nice. But if you go to stroke your beard, and you stroke your beard and look contemplative, that kind of thing, or just playing with your beard because you're something for your hands to do, which like I have a habit of doing. You take your hand off and your hand's like just greasy, oily. And I don't care much for an oily beard. It looks really nice. Now, if I was going to, clean up and go somewhere nice, and I wanted to, really just dress my beard out, I would probably grab this, put a dose of that on it, because that really adds to the shine and gives your beard a really nice, healthy look to it. But, like I said, just beard oil for me is not really my thing. I'll use it occasionally. Which, I guess this would be the part where I'd say, comment down below what your thoughts are on it. Do you like beard oil? What brands do you like? We're not, none of this is sponsored or paid for. I bought this, me and my wife bought this. I'm not getting paid for any of these reviews. So, in the comment section, we're not limited to Wild Willies. If you have suggestions or comments, or suggestions or ideas, or, just put your experience using, beard oil, Wild Willies products or beard oils in general, I'd love to hear from you. I might learn something. Goodness knows, if you've watched any of my other videos, up to about a year ago when I got all this stuff in a kit, I'd wash my beard with normal shampoo and brush it out and move on with my life. I didn't know that any of this stuff existed. But all in all, as far as the beard oil goes, it is a good product. Like I said, if your beard's like just completely dried out, give it a shot of beard oil. That'll really help repair the damage done to your beard. It'll help, your beard butters and your beard balms, they're there to hydrate and lock in, the moisture and everything. This here replaces all the oil. This is supposed to mimic and replace the oils that naturally wick onto your beard, just kind of that your pores naturally make. So, if you're around harsh chemicals, you're out in direct sunlight for extended periods of time, all that can, really strip your beard. And, that's where this would actually be handy and come in. Like I said, I don't use it often. I'm a night person. I work night shift. I don't see much sunlight. So I'm making this at the end of a week of vacation time that I took, and I've seen more sunlight in this last week than I have in probably the last month. So, my living conditions, I generally don't need beard oil. But it is a good thing to have around. Now, as far as the Wild Willies beard oil, what we're reviewing, and I kind of got off on a tangent, it works as advertised. I've said that before, but it does a good job at what it does. You take 4, 5, 6 pumps of this. Like I said, my preferred method for applying most things is just in the palm, spread it out, and work it in with the hands. It does a really good job, of just putting all that oil back onto your beard. Let it soak in, give it a couple hours to soak in, not really bother your beard, but let that soak into the hairs themselves. And it really does a good job. Now, like I said, if you're going to use beard oil, use beard oil. If you're going to use beard butter, use beard butter. I generally don't like to mix products. Simply because you put one on top of the other and you end up layering them on, and you get too much on the beard. And your beard the hairs in your beard can only soak up so much. And so if you take and you put beard balm on or beard butter on, and then you go in with the beard oil, you're putting an oil on top of, a wax, something, especially like a beard balm. Beard balms are generally wax based. So you're putting an oil on top of a wax, and that wax is going to seal out the oils. So if you was to use it in combination, you want to put the beard oil in first, let that have time to soak in, and then you can put a beard balm over top. And that would seal in the oils. But generally I like using one or the other. But like I said, when your beard's severely dried out, reach for the beard oil. It does a really good job. And I honestly would recommend the Wild Willies beard oil. Like I said, I've not used a whole lot of it. I've seen YouTube videos where people recommend, applying it 4 or 5 times a day. I just can't see that myself, but some people may need to do that. But it works really well. It does a really good job at what it's designed to do. Of course, made in America is always a good thing. and it smells nice. Like I said, it's a little hard to explain the scent. You find it in the grocery store. Just pick it up, take a sniff. Check around, make sure ain't nobody watching you, because you don't want to look like that weirdo. But it does have a pleasant smell to it as well. That's one thing I will say about the Wild Willies brand products that I have had a chance to use. Is most of them, they do have a pleasant smell. So, again, what's your thoughts? Me, I'm going to give this it about 4 out of 5 stars. And again, me rating something, you take it at face value. I'm always going to have biases. My bias being that I generally don't have a whole lot of call for reaching for the beard oil, but it is definitely something good to have on hand. It does work very well. It has a nice scent to it. Down in the comment section, leave your thoughts. Do you like the Wild Willies beard oil? Is there a brand that you like better? And of course, if you want to see more content, you can hit the subscribe button. Makes me easier to find back. It helps the channel out. If you enjoyed the review and just listening to me ramble, hit the thumbs up button. Again, that helps the channel. And thank everyone for watching, and I will see you all later.